Set against the lavish backdrop of 1880s New York, My Mind is Made Up, the 8th episode of The Gilded Age Season 3, which premieres on HBO on August 10, 2025 at 9 p.m. Estate, provides a compelling and emotionally charged resolution to the season's main problems. The episode begins right after the startling cliffhanger of Episode 7, in which Tommy, a frustrated young deliveryman whose family was destroyed by George Russell's railroad expansions, shot Spector's character as Bertha, Carrie Coon, supervises George's return to their Fifth Avenue house. The opening scene is a heart-pounding rush. Her face is a mask of panic and resolve as she orders maids to make room for emergency care. The next scene, which lasts 10 minutes, shows a dimly lit operating room as a dependable doctor named Dr. Anderson attempts to extract the bullet that has been stuck close to George's lung. The tension reaches its zenith when George faintly faints and is resuscitated by a frantic chest compression. His feeble cry to Bertha, "Don't let them win," strengthens her determination. Fans praise Spector's unvarnished performance in posts, pointing out that George's survival makes him mentally strong but physically weak, changing the balance of power in the family as Bertha assumes the lead. In an attempt to regain her social dominance, Bertha throws a spectacular party at their coastal home called the Newport Ball, which serves as the emotional and social climax of the episode. In the midst of sparkling chandeliers, bubbling champagne, and a waltz beneath the stars, Bertha breaks with Mrs. Astor's, Donna Murphy, strict social standards by allowing divorced ladies to participate, including the notorious divorcee Mrs. Blaine. The elite gasps and whispers in response to this audacious deed, which is carried out with a steely speech. "The future belongs to those who adapt," with Mrs. Astor's cold look hinting at impending conflict. Users praised the costume design, Bertha's emerald gown and Astor's black lace ensemble, as visual metaphors for their rivalry, and the ballroom scene, shot with sweeping camera movements and a rich orchestral score, captures the opulence and tension. The victory is bittersweet, though, as George, who is still recovering, watches from a balcony, his pale face a stark contrast to the revelry, hinting at his diminished role and igniting speculation about his future leadership. The episode is enhanced by dual narratives. Fans debate Marian's decision as a tribute to her feminist journey, but Marian's hesitation, torn between love and her independence, leads to an awkward silence as Larry Russell, Harry Richardson, tries to pop the question during a peaceful moment by the water. The loss of his lover John Adams, who departed for Europe, causes Oscar Van Ryn, Blake Ritson, to reach an emotional low point. Oscar promises to rebuild in a heartfelt scene at Ada's, Cynthia Nixon, parlor, backed by Marian and Ada's kind advice. A terrifying twist is revealed in the episode's closing moments. As the ball comes to an end, Bertha finds an anonymous letter with the exquisite script, "Your husband's secrets will ruin you," tucked under her door. Theories of a reappearing antagonist, possibly Ward McAllister or a new foe connected to George's financial dealings, are sparked by the camera's close-up of her enlarging eyes as she grasps the message, and a dark figure seen outside the window. These complex storylines are made possible by the roughly 65-minute duration, and HBO's behind-the-scenes footage emphasizes the authenticity of the Newport set, which is constructed with historically accurate elements like hand-painted murals. Since John Adams was a much smaller character than George Russell, and his death in Episode 6 was a major shock, it was shocking to see him shot in the face at the end of Episode 7. The fact that the industrialist's situation was finally improving just makes the situation worse. In Season 3 of The Gilded Age, George Russell's company is in a quite vulnerable state. He is running out of investors and has been investing more money in his plans than he has. Larry Russell returned in Episode 7 to salvage the Russell corporate empire following his significant setback. With Richard Clay in Episode 6, George can finally carry out his plans after Larry's triumph in Morenchi, but the secret conclusion clearly stops that. It's safe to assume that the aftermath will be shown in the finale since we only see the gunfire, and not Mr. Russell being wounded, but who wanted him dead might be a more important topic. I enjoy a nosy character who spills secrets, whether it's Lady Whistledown or Gossip Girl, but the characters in The Gilded Age don't feel the same way, at least when it comes to themselves. In The Gilded Age Season 3, Episode 7, following the publication of his book Society as I Have Found It, Ward McAllister discovered it the hard way. Although there is a good deal of fictional drama in The Gilded Age, this plot is actually taken from historical events. Members of high society expelled the real Ward McAllister when he released the book Society as I Have Found It in 1890. Naturally, they no longer trusted Mr. McAllister. The significance of the social standards of the time and how rapidly they were evolving are key factors in McAllister's choice to publish this book and draw attention to the issues in the lives of the wealthy, as is the case with most of The Gilded Age. However, Bertha Russell notes that her developing abilities are still insufficient to prevent him from being rejected. Marian Brooks' friendship with Larry Russell has made her the most annoying character in The Gilded Age. The couple's success in the first half of the season culminated with their engagement in episode 5 of season 3 of The Gilded Age. Marian is still adamant that they call it quits on their engagement.